promoter entails, what VIP is, all of that fun stuff. And it really is just, it's a lot of fun stuff.
It is.
So, it's a ton of fun stuff. My name is Tracy Schaefer. I'm a mama of 10, and I am an 80K VIP brand promoter with Lavelle. This is Mikkel. She is a 4K VIP brand promoter, and we are really excited to be on here today talking to you guys about this. So I'm going to go ahead and let Mikkel tell you a little bit about her story, and then we will move along.
My name is Mikkel. I got my 4K last month, I believe. Yeah, last month. And I am a mama to three under the age of 3. Not planned, but a blessing. It's always crazy here. I am one of Courtney's personals, and I watched her for like 6 months to a year and just kept putting it off. One day I was like, I'm not putting it off anymore. Jumped on the bandwagon, and I haven't looked back since. And I couldn't have been, I mean, not only has the product been amazing, but the team has been amazing. I mean, I can't say enough good things. I could go on for hours and hours, but I won't keep everybody. So
Okay, so I want to talk about how you hit your VIP. So first, of course, VIP is something that is super awesome with this company. It is an opportunity to earn bonuses that we have in the first 2 weeks upon joining. And what it entails is you getting 4 people. That's it. So whenever you sign up, you have 2 weeks to get your first 4 people. 2 of those people need to be customers who are ready to order on auto ship. And then 2 of those people need to be promoters who are ready to join your team, right? You get those 4 people, you're going to get a $400 bonus. You are going to get commissions from those orders, which comes out to a roughly $150 in commissions, depending on what it is that they order. The bigger their order is, obviously, the more your commission is going to be on that. And then you also get $100 in product credit, which means that you can turn around and use that for yourself for product, or you can transfer that down to customers to get them thriving with a little bit of a discount, which is always super fun. And then you have the rest of that 2 weeks to do that same process again. Another 4 people, another $400 bonus, another 150-ish in commissions, and another $100 in product credit. And the really cool part is that in the process of doing all of this, you're now thriving for free. So you're getting your product completely free. You're getting new customers, you're getting new team members, you're hitting bonuses, like you're thriving, you're feeling amazing. There's really nothing that would not be good about that situation in the first place. Can you tell us a little bit about how you started in your first 2 weeks? What VIP did you hit? How did that look?
So my first 2 weeks, everybody always says ignorance on fire. And I ran with it. I was one of the few who don't be a Mikkel. I didn't hit my VIP. So hit your VIP, and just go for it. Like I said, ignorance on fire. I mean, we don't expect you to know everything. I mean, that's what we are here for. So plug into your 3-way chats, plug into your uplines, and just run with it. I know everybody always says, when you first switch over to promoter, think of at least minimum 25 people that will benefit from it. I mean, everybody benefits from it, but start off with a list, go through that list, and start off with them and then broaden after that. But one of my big tips is if you have a spouse or a significant other, switch them to promoter, and that can help as well. And you have 2 weeks to hit it, guys. It is totally doable. Like I said, don't be a Mikkel. Do it. Go for it. Hit it. You got this. Ask as many questions as you can. There's never a dumb question. There's never a question that nobody before you has never asked. Coming from the question queen, I'm sure I probably asked it more than 5 times in a week. So ask those questions. We are here. We are here to help you. So I think the 3-way chats is my biggest thing. I was always intimidated to ask my upline, but don't do that. I mean, ask them. That's what they are for. That is why they are there. That's why we are telling you to do 3-way chats, because we are open to 3-way chats. We want to do 3-way chats with you. We want to watch you succeed. So do not be intimidated. Do not be afraid. Do not be embarrassed. Put us in 3-way chats. No matter the circumstance. Do it. Do it all day, every day. I think that's my biggest.
That's
Yeah.
actually the biggest thing that I tell people too, whenever I'm onboarding them. That's what we call it whenever you get a new promoter, it's onboarding. And the reason why we call it that is because it's an actual system. Like we have
Right.
an actual process that we put everybody through whenever they decide, okay, I do want to be a promoter. I want to purchase my promoter box and I want to join this team with you. It's not just like, oh, yay, you're a promoter. And then bye, you never hear from me again, right? So
Right.
you sign up, and the first thing that I do is I tell you about your resources that you're going to have. And that is the Trello board that we have. We have two different ones, one for promoter information and one for social media content information. Both of those are packed so full of every piece of information that you could ever need, and they're very easy to use. So I tell about those. I also tell about our website that we have that sends you an email every single day during your VIP period, giving you even more information. And a lot of times it's repeating information. So if you are a type of person who learns this way, while somebody else is the type of person that learns this way, we have multiple options for your learning style. But always the biggest resource is going to be your upline. That is who can help hold your hand during that first 2-week period. And that's exactly what I do personally. Everybody runs their business a different way. But whenever you are joining this company, I don't ever expect anybody to know what they're doing. I don't ever expect anybody to have any clue what the product is, what it works or how it works, what it does in your body, how you can talk about it to customers, potential promoters, anybody. So I'm there for those 3-way chats all of the time. Like you should never have to talk to a customer by yourself unless you feel comfortable talking to a customer by yourself or a potential customer. You'll have to excuse my child yelling. They do not understand the meaning of like, this is really important. I need you guys to be quiet for a minute. But once you have made the decision that you are going to sign up, you are plugged into those resources. It is not just, oh, go download Trello, you'll find it, here you go. I actually will send a link and voice clips walking you step by step on how to get into the Trello board, including a video on how to utilize the Trello board, right? Showing people where everything is at in there and how they can access that information, which is also super helpful because again, Trello board, VIP, promoters, customers, auto ships, all of these are terms that you have no idea what they mean because you have not been a promoter for any length of time. You have absolutely no idea what is going on. So we like to make sure that you guys have the help that you're going to need all of the time. There is always a resource available. There is almost always a leader that is available to help you guys. And it really, you cannot join a network marketing company like this. You cannot join a new journey like this and not be plugged into resources and expect to have some sort of success with it. Like it does not work. I think Mikkel and I can both attest to the fact that we have seen firsthand people who plug into the resources, who utilize their upline, who ask questions, especially who ask questions, are going to see far better success than those who are just like scared or like, I don't know, I don't want to bother anybody, or I don't want to use this resource because I don't understand it, things like that. So I definitely think plugging into the resources is going to be the biggest thing. Also, I only hit one of my VIPs. I did not hit both of my VIPs. So it is not, for those of you who might be watching who have been a promoter for a while and you didn't hit your VIP period, as awesome as it is to hit it, it is not a end all be all on your level of success here. Mikkel did not hit her VIP, but she went on last month to hit 4K and get a $4,000 rank advancement bonus, which is huge. That's huge. That's like life-changing right there, like to hit something like that and get that type of reward for it. And I am obviously at this point, I'm an 80K. So that means I am one step away from the top of the company. I have 2 auto bonuses for myself, one for my husband. I've hit a lot of, trip qualifications and all of those things. I have definitely had a lot of success here with only hitting one of my VIP periods, not hitting both of them. So it is definitely not the end all be all, but it is absolutely achievable. We've seen people do it in 24 hours and we've seen people get all the way down to the very end of the wire. And then, do you have anything else that you want to add, Mikkel?
I don't think so. I think, just make sure, like we said, the 3-way chats, don't be afraid to message us. I mean, we all have been where you are. We all knew nothing, no matter how high your upline is, or if they're, right above you, or if they're right there with you. I mean, everybody started from exactly where you are. So never, ever be afraid to message, to ask questions, because that's what we're here for. We're a big team. We're a big old family. We love each other. We support each other. We lift each other up. And like I said, no question is dumb. So never be embarrassed. Be yourself.
Yes, exactly. And I just want to open it up for a minute. If anybody has any questions, there is a chat on the side that you can utilize and let us know. When you join, what is the team like? That is the only question that we have right now. So I think we'll just take turns answering that. For me, what I experienced first, I think that really blew me away was the fact that it is a family. It is like I was shocked that there was people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was shocked that there were actually people who were there and like communicating and welcoming me and wanting to get to know me, asking me about my kids, what my life is like, being there to cheer me on as I went through every single milestone in this company. Like they were there to tell me like, you're doing great, keep going, like great job, you got a new mini experience out, you got a new customer, you hit VIP, whatever it is, there's always people there. And what really has like kept me here no matter what forever and ever and ever is that it's not just people there to cheer you on when you're succeeding. They're there to lift you up when you're falling. They're there to lift you up whenever your life goes through a pandemic and like you have no idea what you're going to do with 10 kids at home all day. They're there to lift you up through like deaths in the family and all of that stuff. What has been your biggest takeaway like from the team like whenever you first start?
I would definitely say the community. I mean, I I talk to them just as much as I talk to my personal family, like my family. Like
Yeah.
every morning, my chat, as soon as I pick up my phone, I have 15 messages, everybody wishing each other good morning. Like what's one thing they're thankful for? Like you're always starting off the day on a good note with each other. If you're having a bad day, you express that, and you can count on your team members. I mean, you can lean on them. You can express what you're going through. If you're having a bad day or a bad week or a bad month, you can be like, look, I don't know what to do. I'm in a rut. And like more than 5 people, I guarantee within 15 minutes of you sending a message to the group message, they're going to be right there with you. They're going to be like, hey, try this, or I got your back, or, remember to take time for yourself, or, it's just all of the things that you would see with your own personal family or your best friends. I mean, there's no, like, within 20 minutes of signing on as a promoter, I was welcomed in with such big arms that I felt like I had been a promoter with every single person on our team for more than a year. Like there was no awkwardness. There was no nothing. It was just, hey, how you doing? Welcome. Like, let me know if you have any questions. We love you. You're awesome. Like,
Yeah.
totally effortless.
Yeah. And I think that we show that from day one really, really effortlessly because we legitimately care. Like if
Right.
you are joining a team that is like just trying to fake it till they make it, like, oh, this is a newbie, like everybody acts like we're all a happy family. It's not, there's not people asking you like, what do you like to do for fun? What do you do for work? Like, how old are your kids? Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Tell me your story. You know what I mean? Like we legitimately want to get to know people. We have another question that says, I know most companies say that it is a family. Good. That is so spot on. But uplines aren't present and most people hate that. How do you know that your uplines and your team actually cares? Okay. So obviously there are bad seeds in every single team. There are bad seeds in every single company. Like Lavelle itself is an amazing company. It is run by amazing CEOs, but I am 99.9% positive that there are teams on this company itself that aren't like ours. Like I know that our team is a step above in the family aspect and in the resources aspect. I know that because we have people from other teams that are constantly telling us like, wow, how did you guys do that? Wow, you guys go on these trips together. Like we, just as an example, those of us who earned the last lifestyle getaway, like a huge number of us chose not to go because the pandemic and testing and all of that stuff. So versus just being like, oh, well, we're not going to go. We all came together with our spouses and we went on a vacation to Missouri. Like we all just were like, you know what? We still want to see each other because we love each other that much. Like we care about each other that much. We enjoy each other's company that much that we still went on this trip, right? So how you know that your specific upline cares and that there's somebody that is going to be there, I would say listen to them, like follow their actions, not just their words, right?
I was gonna say actions speak way louder than words. I mean, if they're going through strives to take out an hour of their day to sit with you and communicate with you, ask you how your sick child is doing, ask you how, how you're doing with your mini experiences. Do you know how to put them together? I mean, if they're taking time out of their day, that says so much more than somebody being like, hey, let me know if you need help, and then never hearing from them.
Exactly. If they are taking the time to be present for you before you've even come into the company, and then that does not just go away the second that you purchase your product, you like, obviously, that you have, sorry, one second. Yes. Okay, you tell them that I said that you're allowed to go to the party. Thank you. Okay. But the biggest thing that I think that everybody needs to know and remember is that your direct upline is not the end all be all. There is a whole hundreds of people group here, and we all help each other, right? Like Mikkel is not anywhere on my team at all. She is not on my downline. Like I don't gain volume or commissions or anything from anything that Mikkel does. And yet she still knows that she can message me at any second and ask me any question, and I'm going to find the time to help her in my day, right? Like I
totally have.
Right. Like, and we do that. I could turn around and I can message Mikkel like right after we're off of this and pick her brain about something. And I know that she's going to be there. Right. Mm-hmm. That's the big thing. And I think that we have a huge team that is just forever showing that's what we do, that we care about people and we're there to train people and help people. I'm not seeing any other questions yet. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them up there. I don't even know. This little window is weird. This is the first webinar I've ever done. So if I'm not,
I know.
I'm really sorry. We have somebody that said, I'm so thankful, legit the best decision that I ever made. Overall, an amazing team, and my success has been from the community and the resources. 10,000%. I echo what Haley has said. My success has come from the community, like having the people there to cheer me on, because there are, first of all, any sort of entrepreneurship is going to get hard. There's going to be seasons, right, where your business is not like exploding. Okay, that's going to happen because it happens in every business ever. And that can be like scary whenever you're first starting out. That can be like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do now. Like I was doing so good and all of a sudden everything is kind of slowing down because it's Christmas time and I don't know what to do and yada, 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 all this stuff. But you lean on each other and you are constantly bouncing off ideas and you're lifting one another up and you're encouraging each other. And there's been multiple times that this community has specifically kept me from quitting. Coming from someone that has been in 3 other network marketing companies, this company is so different. Yes, I agree. I have not ever been with other network marketing companies. And here's why. Because I always believed that they were a scam.
Me too.
I believed that they did exactly what our anonymous question said, is that they lied and they said, oh, we're here for you. We're going to help you, because all you ever hear about is the horror stories of people like signing up, spending all this money and then being left. Figure it out, homie. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Go and figure it out.
Go do it. You got this. Go.
It's just vitamins. Go and figure it out. It's okay. Like, no, that is not something that I could ever become a part of. And I saw the community. So I was a customer first of all. I was a customer for over a month. The reason why I decided to become a promoter is because I saw my friend Alicia go to Palooza, which is coming up right now. And I saw very real evidence, like the videos, the pictures, her post talking about it. I saw that she had a community. She had people, she had friends that were actually there, right? And I wanted that. I wanted to go on these trips with them. I wanted to be at Palooza with them. And I wanted to have people that I could hang out with and talk to and just have friends like that. So then whenever I joined and it was like real and it was there, I was shocked. I was like, oh my goodness, it's real and it's there. So I would think too, to go back to that question, is if you have somebody that you trust, right? Like if you are invited to this webinar right now, obviously somebody sent you the Zoom information. Like you didn't just like happen to stumble upon it, right? Somebody sent it to you.
Right.
If somebody sent it to you, you probably trust them. You've probably been in multiple conversations with them at least, you know what I mean? Like look at who they are. Look at what they have talked to you about. How has your relationship been? Do you trust them when they tell you that this company is different? Do you trust them when they say, you could hit your VIPs. I'm here to help you. We have these resources. We have all these things that we can do. If you do, like if you would go to them for advice on something else, then you should probably trust them whenever they're telling you that this company is different from other companies. I'm not seeing any other questions coming in, and I don't want to keep everybody on here for forever. So if nobody has anything else that they want us to answer, I think Mikkel and I can go ahead and finish this up. Are you all right, kiddos being crazy? Yeah. And see, I think that needs to be pointed out right here. If I can do this with 10 kids, if Mikkel can do this with 3 kids under the age of 3, if we can get on this webinar right now and we can bring this information to you guys, there is no reason for you to feel like I can't do it, because that's usually what people feel like. That's what I felt like. That just doesn't need to exist. That doesn't need to be something that's in your mindset whatsoever, because if we can do it with our willingness to work and learn, then you can do it as long as you have that willingness to work and learn. That's all it comes down to. Thank you so much, everybody, for hopping on. Thank you, Mikkel, for hosting with me. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
We will see you guys next week. We do these every single Wednesday. There will be different hosts every single week. So we'll see you back here next Wednesday for another